How's it going, everyone? Matt Sparn here, and today we're going to be doing something a little bit different than what I usually do. We're going to be discussing just like news that's been going on lately. I usually am the one like playing the games and doing that, just straight gameplay, but I do want to kind of branch out to see what is more my style, or if I can get a community fan base from a certain like technique, whether it's speaking about stuff or gaming with certain games and stuff. I kind of want to branch out and see what works the best and what doesn't. But today we're going to be talking about two different topics. One of them being Overwatch 2, which I'm sure most of you, just at the look of Overwatch 2, know that the game is extremely negative at this point in time. I don't see any time where they're going to come back. I don't. It just seems like too far gone. But today we're going to be talking about the fact that I think the 10th. Yeah, so yesterday they brought it to Steam, which you would think would be a good move. I can't really scroll because of this, like the graphic stuff that they talk about. Like a lot of them talk about other stuff about the game. But yeah, this was like probably a good place to stop. Like this guy talks about exactly what is wrong with the game and how they have like the battle passes and stuff. This one just straight up says Overwatch 1 is better than Overwatch 2, and this one recommends an entirely different game. And if you definitely want to play a game that's like Overwatch, but obviously a lot better, Team Fortress 2 is definitely what you want to do. But within like an hour or two, if you were to look at Overwatch when it came out yesterday, the reviews were overwhelmingly negative. Like, absurd. And now we're a whole day in, and there's like over 50,000 reviews. And I think 11% of them are positive, if even that. And some of the positives were jokes. Some of them said, bad game, love to play, or something like that, like some stupid stuff like that. But the big thing is with Overwatch is they promised a lot of stuff when Overwatch 1 was out, referring to Overwatch 2 is going to come out and we're going to have all these new things. The biggest thing was a PvE mode, which in my opinion, I think that's huge for any game to have because not everyone wants to play online with people. Whether it's you want to just do, mess around with computers, whether it's you don't think you're good enough to play it, it's all different aspects to look at. But the biggest thing is they want to be able to just kind of relax and play with computers. It said that it offered all different skills, skill trees and everything for every hero, which means there was a whole different, you would look at a diva and she would have completely different skills for the PvE. May had some crazy stuff that they teased. It just looked cool. It looked like something that was going to be very promising for the game. And for you to have like a meeting, and when you get questioned about all the stuff that you had planned, and you just look at your fan base and say, well, it's not really in the cards right now, and it probably won't ever be. That's kind of just like a slap in the face because you make all these promises for the new game to be everything better than what the first game was, which would be hard to top because Overwatch 1 was a great game. And almost I think a year in, you say, yeah, we're not doing any of that. That goes to show that the only reason why you release Overwatch 2, because you obviously fully intended to never release it. You just happened to get questioned about it and had to address it. So if we didn't ask you about it, you weren't going to talk about it. A big thing is this news article right here that I read. They were questioned on why they moved it to Steam, and the big thing for them was just let's see right here. Right here. The industry has evolved and it's time to break down the barriers. That may be true, but we all know that the FTC is suing Microsoft for this big Activision deal. I'm not too educated on it, so I don't really want to go too far into it because I don't want to be like completely wrong about the topic. But they said that a big thing was that the industry's evolved and they want to get with the times and be more inclusive on not just their own platforms but all platforms. But there's also another theory that the only reason why they did that was to try to kind of like a peace offering with the lawsuit coming around. They want to make themselves seem a little bit less guilty. They want to kind of just like they refer to it as like a peace treaty. So they were trying to like lighten the load of the lawsuit, not look so wrong in the topic. And that's what I believe is the only thing, because you have no reason. The industry has evolved. It's been evolved. And obviously it continues to evolve. But why now, of all times, for you to release it on Steam? And it's a big joke now, because everything that's happened, I'll just look it up so you guys can see it. 50,000. When I started recording, it was 49. So something's happened already that over 1,000 people have done it. It's a joke to make a game like this, and all it is about money. Even when the game first came out, it seemed a little sketchy, the fact that it was basically the same game, but you had to buy all these things. And even with the issue when it first came out, when you tried to sync your stuff, I had an issue, and a couple of my friends did, when you tried to sync your stuff with Overwatch 1, it either didn't happen, or it took like a month to get it through. And I mean, for me, it didn't really matter because I only had like 2 skins. But my friends had like full rosters, and for them to have to wait that long is it's just unprofessional at that point. You make all these promises and you don't deliver on them, and then you come to find out that the whole thing that this game is about is just money. That's all it is. There's new characters that look amazing. You got to buy them. There's a battle pass with all these cool skins. You got to buy them. And of course, it's a business. They're going to try to make money. But you also have to keep your fan base happy to continue to make money. It's synonymous. They have to both be equal. You make your fan base happy, the money's going to come. There is no you're going to have a happy fan. I mean, Team Fortress 2 still makes money. And that is a crazy thing to say, that Team Fortress 2 still makes money. I don't even know when that game came out. Let's see when that game came out. When did that game? 2007 this game came out. 2007, and it's still making money. That is a crazy thing to say. Because they know how to keep a fan base happy, and and with the fan base being happy, they're buying stuff in the game. That's how it works. And like I said before, all these new characters you gotta buy. All these cool new skins you gotta buy. It's absurd. There's nothing beneficial to playing the game. It's exactly what Overwatch 1 is, but arguably worse. And I haven't played it in a while. I played Diablo, and they're starting to screw up Diablo 4 too. I don't really, because I just play it. Like, I don't really look at the stuff. But, I heard that Sorcerer has not been buffed. They keep nerfing Sorcerer. And they reduced the drop rates, then they buffed the drop rates, but then everyone was getting that helmet that gave all the stats, so they stopped drop rates for 2 hours, and then they just turned off the servers. The servers always go down. I don't know what's going on at Blizzard, but they're messing this up, like, really bad. And that's really what I wanted to talk about. The fact that they're going to come on here and say the reason why they did it was because the industry's evolving. But we also know that they have a huge lawsuit at their door. So, you could take with that what you want. But the reviews don't lie with it. Obviously, this is Team Fortress 2. Very positive. Still makes money. And Overwatch 2 is not only losing money, they're losing fans. And I guarantee of those 50,000 people, I guarantee some of them didn't even play it on Steam. They've been playing it on the other things and then stopped playing it on there, and then all they did was just... Hold on. Oh, God, I'm fucking so gross. I guarantee all they did was just give a bad review. They didn't even play it. Some of those reviews, obviously I can't scroll, but they don't even have any hours recorded. It's 0.0 hours played on it. Those people literally got on Steam to give it a bad review. That is what your fan base is at the moment. There's nothing you can do to come back from that. You can continue to try to come out with these new characters. There's no one to play those characters. No one's playing the game. You messed it up on the PvE already. It's over at that point. There's nothing you can do. And obviously you're going to be a business. You're going to try to make money. But I would say your best opinion, in my best opinion, it would be to focus on Diablo 4. And I mean, World of Warcraft is just going to stay making them money. I know they just came out with the new class in Diablo Immortal. That game was a bust too when it first came out. It was just, that was all money. You literally got, it was so bad you literally got roadblocked when you played the game. You got to a certain point and then you had to pay money. I played it for a while on my phone. It was cool until you get stuck at that point. It's just pointless. You know, I would have everyone focus on Diablo 4. Whatever you're doing on World of Warcraft is obviously working. I don't really know too much about it. I don't see any issues on that game. I would focus on Diablo 4 and I guess some on Diablo Immortal, but I would kill this game. This game is not... The fan base is down an exponential amount. I guarantee no one's buying anything. It's just a waste. They're talking about the esports thing. That's probably the last Overwatch League that's going to happen. I think this year is probably the last year. Unless they completely revamp Overwatch 2 or they say, haha, it was a joke, PvE's out now, there's nothing you can do. And that's all I really wanted to talk about with this topic. There is another topic that I want to talk about. It's with Street Fighter. Hold on, let me see here. The other topic I want to talk about is the crossover that happened with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Super exciting. I saw that on Evo. That was awesome. Everyone got so hyped because you would never think of that crossover happening. But there was one small issue with it when it came out. I think it came out 2 days ago on the 9th. It's too expensive for those characters. For a character, they're not even characters. They're costumes. And my first thought that came up, and that's usually the argument to defend it, is Fortnite. With new skins, even Apex, new skins, they're $20 about for a new skin. For a new skin, new whatever. For the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, obviously they're licensed. There's a whole other part of it that goes into it. They're $15 a turtle. Now, that's not that big of a deal if they had more to offer. And by that, I mean, they don't do anything for your character. The big thing for me was the fact that you can't even put them on, regular characters. And that's to my best ability. If I'm wrong about that, that makes this a little bit better, but not by much. In the trailer, they all did a certain character's moves, and the big one I was looking at was Michelangelo doing DJ's moves, because I use DJ and I wanted to do that. It's only tailor-made for your World Tour character, which, for most people, that's fine. I don't play World Tour, so it's now become another level of useless to me. I don't use my custom character, I strictly play online. Maybe one day I'll go to it, but it's not worth it to me to pay for this. Everyone's going to want to buy all the turtles. $15 a turtle, and there's 4 turtles. That's $60. You're paying an entire game's worth of money for 4 skins. 4 skins in a game. It doesn't... Obviously, most skins won't, but it doesn't give you a competitive edge. That's fine. It is a licensed character, so that's why the money maybe is a little bit more... But I feel as though they didn't try on it, and I was thinking about this the other day. It's cool to have them, it is. But this is all they are. It's just looks. I would say the best idea you could have done was, if you're going to already dedicate it to a World Tour character, you might as well have, made it so that it changed what moves happened. If you understand. For example, you could make the drive rush with Michelangelo be his skateboard. Something. You could mess around with it a little bit. And a big thing with this game is, everyone was saying was the World Tour. It is. Depending on how you look at the game. I look at the game as being very competitive. I want to do tournaments. Obviously, I want to win EVO. I plan to go to EVO next year, actually, which will be really fun. But the big thing is, that's the game that I see. That's Street Fighter 6 to me. It's online, ranked, even player match, playing with the characters, mastering your combos. For someone who's more relaxed in the game, or even just wants to mess around in World Tour, this is cool, but it doesn't do anything for your character. Even the little thing of changing the colors of your moves would be a completely different ballgame with these skins. You would literally make it... You would make it worth $15 if when you use Raphael, your fireballs are red, or something like that. You know, I'm not a creative genius. I don't know, the best way to market it, but making them just a skin for almost $20 is absurd. Paying $60 for all 4 turtles is ridiculous. And then they have this for $250. You might as well just buy the turtles at that point. You might as well just buy the turtles. It just seems absurd to me to pay all this money. And like I said, the biggest argument is that these other games charge you $20 for a skin. They do, but it's different. For Fortnite, it comes with a back bling, it comes with a pickaxe. The characters do stuff. Like, sometimes they have, like, moving stuff on their body, or sometimes they're like Dragon Ball Z, or there's more to it than that. Than just the character. There's the 4 pieces that they come with. Like, there's a lot to it, and I don't really understand that argument in aspect, because at least, like, you can look at the character, and, like, sometimes they have different interactions, sometimes they have built-in emotes. It's different. And for this, it's just to look at. And that's not enough to me. It doesn't change, and that's another thing. It doesn't change your stats, which I guess that makes it so that anyone can get it, yes. But don't make it so expensive then at that point. You're gonna buy all 4 turtles, you're gonna pay the $60. It's already dedicated to only your World Tour character. It doesn't go anywhere else. So you're only able to enjoy it in World Tour and Battle Hub, but that's all it is. You could, even the smallest thing, like, I would have liked to see, if you already said this isn't going to be used on your other characters, this is only going to be used on custom characters, you might as well have given them, like, a little custom move just to show their personality. Whether it was a taunt or a move that does 1 damage, you could have done something with it. I think they kind of, I don't want to say, because I don't really want YouTube to take it down, but I think they put half effort, if you know what I'm trying to say, into it. All they did was make the skins, and that's cool, but that's all it is, and that's not enough for someone who, has to work, and, money's not necessarily, like, around, money's a little tight. It's not beneficial for you to buy this. Unless you're cool with just seeing the turtle, like, that's cool. It doesn't do anything else, though. There's no voice lines with them. They even give you the cards for online. That's another thing. You don't have to pay for it. You could literally experience this event without having to pay any money. They gave you that option, and that's what you should be doing. You should not be buying these. And the biggest thing to me was the fact that they don't benefit you in any way. Even the little thing of changing the way your moves look. Like, there's mods out there that change the colors of your moves. And then there's also the other ones with the skins. But the big thing is, they're literally that innovative. Regular people are that innovative, changing the colors of your moves, and they have yet to make a skin that does that. It's crazy to me. This would have been the key part to changing the colors of your moves. Even that little bit. You could have made them the color of the turtle that you're using. Just that alone would have made it worth $15. Even and the fact that it's not even for a regular character, it's for your custom. That's my big issue on it. That it's $60 for the turtles. It's a full-on cash grab. It's absurd. And my big thing is the fact that it doesn't benefit you in any way. Even the little thing of, you don't even have, like, the personality of the turtle. Like, there is no taunts with these turtles. The moves aren't different. They don't have any custom moves that don't benefit or hurt you in any way. Even, like, the little thing of for Mikey, for the skateboard on Drive Rush, like, that would have it would have added a level of personality to these skins. It would have made these skins worth $15. Not this. This is nothing. This is nothing. This is just looks. And if you're okay with that, then by all means buy it. It's just not worth it. It's too much money for all the turtles, $60. And yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at. I've tried to do this video probably like 3 times. I just can't seem to get through it without saying and a lot. But I'm gonna look at it now. I just did it again. I'm gonna look at it now, and if it seems passable, I'm gonna post it. My big thing is, this is my first time doing something of this type of layout, and I ask you guys to just kind of be patient, and I'll try my best to either edit or make sure that it doesn't look too unprofessional. But like I said, I'm starting out, and I'm eager to do stuff like this. I'm eager to have a nice fan base and just kind of hang out with you guys, whether it be in the comment sections or like a community thing. Like, we go to EVO or we go to tournaments and, we get to hang out. But, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully this one is the last one, and I'll see you all in the next one.